idea was to see what happened if you clashed these people together to actually see what you could dream up and build in 48 hours. The shopping list was getting increasingly weird. Chicken wire was the most extraordinary thing on the list. I have no idea what they're going to do with the chicken wire.
The Dream Factory is a physical manifestation of the power of dreams, where normal, everyday people can actually come and engage with our cultural engineers. And they're all people we believe embody that power of dreams ethos.
I think they had a sort of a mentoring experience, these guys, so we can try and deliver tools, applications, systems that can add benefits, whether it is in day-to-day lives or making their life easier, or that makes their life more enjoyable.
Inventor, an artist,
electronics,
an Xbox developer,
web front-end,
Twitter API,
hardcore developer using Python, Hack Day veteran.
I think the thing that I like about it is that they're very willing to make mistakes, and we need to embrace mistakes more often.
We want to check the fire regulations before we buy it.
There's a lot of people who've got ideas, and there's hundreds of them flying around out there, and it's like trying to drink from a hose pipe.
Got an idea is to take the Honda marketing messages far too literally, to have your dreams literally power something.
It's really nice to see that back end side of things work and how it can come together. I'm a bit naive to that whole world. My favourite tools are a 2H pencil, spray paint and an angle grinder.
There's a guy wiring up chicken wire to make Ethernet signals. Come on, I mean, where else are you going to see that?
The highlight of today has been mixing with other cultural engineers. We actually haven't ever met all of us face to face.
I'm thinking about creating something in three-dimensional form with e-textiles and fabrics.
I was working with Chris Wheeler last night. I suggested an orchestra which was in a laundrette. You mic up all the washing machines with all the different instruments inside the washing machines, put them on different spins, and then play it through speakers.
Other people inspire me, like when they're experts in their own field and they like bring something to the table that you have no idea about. That is inspiring.
You know, the developers, they're talking a different language. Of course it's English, but they're talking numbers, they're talking programs, and they're finding solutions to problems, and that's really interesting.
Visualizing your fuel consumption against the amount of trees you've saved.
You can stretch it further and tap into real-time traffic data.
These people are incredible who are kind of doing all this technological stuff that we are honestly a little bit in awe of.
I'd really like things that embrace the emotional stuff, and I'm not entirely sure how that works, whether it's putting game mechanics into it.
Although I'm from a sort of computing background, I've been away from that, so it was interesting to start focusing on how technology can improve our lives in a sort of a very immediate sense.
Form groups, get coding.
We came up with the idea of a karmic map of cities where people can actually sort of tag how they're feeling about particular places. So the idea being that you could walk past London headquarters of Amnesty International on the map, it lit up nice and bright.
We've been working to try and get a device that improves the visibility of cyclists on the road, and that's enormously important. Road deaths in this country are going down, but deaths amongst cyclists are going up.
I'm inspired by other people, but technology inspires me as well, especially social media.
We're discussing an LED display basically that takes a photograph as you walk by and then shows an image of you in an abstract sort of way.
We have a very specific problem in our collective. We're all over the world, different time zones, even different languages. So we need to replicate online a collaborative process which happens when all 10 of us will come together.
We're working on a diagnostic using the computer system within the car, so essentially you're told you're driving correctly.
The fuel efficiency difference between a good driver and a bad driver can be about 25%.
We work with a lot of people who volunteer their time out of office hours, so being able to have some kind of platform where you can share these ideas in real time, I think would kind of be amazing.
We're working with one of the developers on a geo-tagged soundtrack for when you're travelling. It's actually about moving and the sound coming into your space or your environment and reflecting your surroundings. And we're trying to figure out a way of connecting people who are all travelling at the same time, who otherwise would be really disparate.
There'll be beer and pizza, coding through the night, breakfast, panic, presentations up here. Okay?